Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful Tuesday down here in the low country of South Carolina, and we are back out on this project we were at last week. I was trying to get out here on yesterday on Monday, but I ended up having to do a couple mowing projects for some clients that have just been because of other work and the weather. So we've got 2 days out here with little Munchie, and so Tuesday and Wednesday we're supposed to have 2 inches of rain on Thursday. And then I've got another ditching project to do starting probably Friday if it's dry enough, so we'll see. So let's take a quick look at what we got, and then we'll get to grinding. The dog over there at the neighbor's house is letting me know all about it this morning. Oh, maybe they called him in. All right, so I got little Munchie here. So I got the Kubota U55 with the pre-noth mulcher head, and we're just going to go ahead and work down this line right through here and just start cleaning up all this stuff I couldn't get with the skid steer. And I'm just going to work my way back on around this side and start cleaning out this lower area here along this little drainage creek that goes through here, and try to clean up around that pool, that enclosed pool in there. There's an embankment, a real sharp embankment that comes off of there. So we're just going to try to clean up all this and get as much done as we can in the next 2 days. Hopefully we can start on that drainage thing back there as well that curves around, and there's another little duck pond in the back that's overgrown, that's full of water. So that's what we got. I put a good sharpen on the teeth, got the machine all greased up, and we're ready to rock. And I bought this cheap tripod at Walmart for like 15 bucks after the other one got destroyed on the last mulching project. So when you're doing mulching work out here, blowing up and destroying tripods is just part of the business. So but this will do me for today, I hope. So let's go ahead and get grinding. the middle of a swamp here. You guys can see I'm literally in the water right here. That's all water right there. I've still got this little bit over here to finish up. And so we're just working our way back into this swamp. I kind of climbed up that hill and cleaned up around that stump, and now I'm going back into the swamp here. The main channel is like right in there, I think. But this is all just low and wet. We're just mowing it down. And this right here is where this excavator mulcher really shines, is in these swampy areas. There would be no way you could get the skid steer down here and effectively mulch this stuff with the skid steer. Don't get me wrong, the skid steer is a beast and it has its place, but it would not do this job down in this swamp hole. It wouldn't do it. And it would make a mess doing it too, because we'd have ruts everywhere. It would be a rutted mess, and then whatever you were trying to mulch, whatever material that you were trying to mulch would just get pushed down into the mud and just make a mess of everything. There'd be no way to mulch it, clean it up. It'd just be a mess. But with this bad boy, yes, it's a little slower, but it can just do things that the other machine just can't do. The only real limitation in here is grinding up some of the bigger logs and slash that have been left in here by the loggers, or that's just fallen down. There's a big roll of barbed wire at the base of this tree here. I do not want to hit that. I don't know why that's sitting there. Why is that there? Huh. I thought it was, and then I was like, let me clear out some more of this brush and we'll see it. Sometimes it just looks like vines, but that is definitely a roll of wire. Yep. People always ask me what's the craziest stuff I find, but it's not what I find, it's where I find it. Why is there a roll of barbed wire sitting right there? Why? Who put that there? And when? Like, I would like to know the story of that wire. How in the world did it get there? The rest of the stuff in here is just really light little brushy stuff that is perfect for this mulcher. Perfect for it. I mean, these briars and these little whatever, bramble and stuff, and this privet, this mulcher is perfect for this kind of material. Just goes right through it. The only thing that's really hanging me up is some of the bigger logs. That just is what it is. But it's a beautiful day out today to be mulching. Nice and cool, only about 60-some degrees. Perfect day to be out mulching and working, and hopefully us opening up all this ground right here, because we're not taking out any of the big trees, and just taking out this little bit of bramble and brush really shouldn't. You know, this stuff's not taking, this small stuff is not taking a lot of water out of the ground. It's actually more beneficial for me to open it up and let this ground get some sunlight, and that will really help get it dried out more than this vegetation will, because it's just too small. Now these big trees that are still left in here, like the ones that are over there, those are still taking a good bit of water out of the ground. We would not want to take those out. But the rest of these briars and brush and stuff, they're not really doing much as far as that goes. That's what that was. Barbed wire sitting there. Huh. Why is that there? I wonder if somebody had traps or something in here, maybe. I don't know. Destroyed the GoPro yet, or the tripod really. Now some of these bigger logs are like really rotten and I'm grinding them up pretty easily, and then some of them are still pretty hard in the core, so there's not much I can do. It's just not worth the time to try to sit here and grind them up. We can just pull them out. I can pull them out later with the bucket, and we can either just grind them up with the skid steer, haul them off, or the owner can just burn them later, because it's all hardwood. It's mostly poplar and maple, so that stuff, it's kind of rotten though. Some of it is, but it would still burn. And that's what we're doing. We're just opening up all this brush in this swamp. But this is the main reason why I have this excavator right here with this mulcher head on it. It's doing jobs just like this. And it's doing a good job too. I mean, we came all the way through there, and you guys will see this on the time lapse, but I mean, I basically walked all the way through all of that, and all that's just mulch. It's all cleared out. And there would have been no way I'd have been able to get the skid steer through there. So that is what this machine right here is really good for. It's just mulching out these areas like this that the skid steer just can't go. And we'll get it. I think there's nothing in here we can't get to. I hope. So we'll keep on keeping on and see what happens. right, folks, that's it for today. So, a little recap. We started up there about where those trees are up there, and just basically worked our way all the way down through here. I hit this little deep water section here. This looks like a rut from the loggers. So hard left that way, made my way around, and basically just cut my way back out right through here. So tomorrow, what we'll do, I still got this little patch here I got to tidy up, but I want to concentrate on that, whatever I can get in there, because that's what's closest to the house and the pool there. But I've got to start on this end, because if I come from this end, the discharge from the mulcher will go into the screen for the pool, so I don't want that. So I got to start this way and come back out so the discharge comes back this way. But there is a big tree in the middle of that. I don't know what we're going to do with that. I don't know, but I can get around from the other side, so that's what we're going to have to do. So I'll do that tomorrow. That'll be number one. Then we'll hit that little patch right there too, and then hopefully try to finish this up, as much of this little patch here, and then start working our way back to that creek. And I'm gonna say we'll get that done, and that, and then I think we can get all of that done, and that'll probably be close to the end of the day tomorrow, roughly speaking, if I had to guess, based on the production. But all in all, we had a good day in here today. We didn't throw any tracks, we didn't get stuck. Yeah, we didn't blow any hydraulic lines, we didn't snag anything, we didn't hit anything as far as any wire or metal or anything like that. Might have hit like one little piece of metal here and there, but it wasn't anything major. So yeah, it's a good day mulching. This stuff looks like, I mean, it's wet in here, I mean, and you could get stuck, but it's sand, and it does have the top is pretty goopy in some spots, but there's a hard bottom, so I wasn't too concerned about getting stuck. I just wanted to try to lift myself up and try to stay on top of the mat as much as I could, and for the most part the mat held pretty good, so I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, if you're doing these low bottoms like this, dude, these minis are where it's at for doing stuff like this. And we have a lot of this where I'm at, in the low country here where I'm at. This is very common to have these low areas that they're just kind of swampy and wet. They've been logged out, they don't have a lot of trees to soak up the water, you know, and then you get all this volunteer crap that just comes back up, and then you got to try to figure out how you're going to mulch it, and you can't take a skid steer through there. Well, that thing right there a lot of times will do it. So it did a great job in here today. And yeah, so I'm gonna track back up to the truck. We're gonna throw some fuel in the machine, and then I'll grease her and put another quick sharpen on the teeth in the morning, and we'll be back. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video, and tomorrow's video. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye everybody.